What is up, beautiful people? TJ here with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Walmart clearance and whether or not it's worth it. Now, Walmart clearance is something that y'all know I love. It's a passion inside my soul. I haven't been Walmart shopping, clearance shopping in quite a while, but I love Walmart clearance. I love finding the deals. You know, it's like kind of like going to a thrift store, only it's Walmart, right? It's not a thrift store. So I definitely love buying Walmart clearance, but is it really worth it for reselling? Can you find deals enough to actually be profitable? Or is it just, you know, kind of hype? So we're gonna talk a little bit about some of my reasons why I buy Walmart clearance, and we're actually gonna go over some of the numbers and also some of the things that we have sold here in the past. All right, so first we're gonna talk a little bit about just what it means to buy Walmart clearance and resale. So I go and I purchase Walmart clearance deals, sometimes, you know, items that are $30, $40, $50 that you can sell online, and maybe I get them for $3, $4, $5, or $6. And then I resell them, you know, and I get the profits based on how much I paid for it, how much the shipping was, how much the fees were, and then I get the difference between the two. Now, I will say that Walmart clearance in general, and this is just my opinion, has overall has less profitability than finding things at thrift stores and on liquidation pallets and different stuff like that. Just because the items are new, there's going to be a lower profit margin a lot of times with these items. Now, I have found some really good items at a really low price that I can sell for higher, or that I have sold for higher. But just in general, you know, that's kind of like one-off things, but just in general, you know, the profit margins are a little bit smaller. Now, there are definite benefits for buying Walmart clearance. Obviously, you get new items. You don't have to test anything. It's something that anybody can do. Anybody can go to Walmart and find these items and flip them for profit. Now, you know, is that a business model that you want to have? You know, it's going to be all up to you and what your business is and what you like doing. But I do think that buying Walmart clearance for resale is a really good way to get into reselling, because a lot of times you can buy things that maybe you're passionate about, things that you really like, things that you really know stuff about. And then, you know, it's easier to sell those things because you know stuff about them. Now, for me, I like electronics. I like things like that. I don't know clothes, so I don't go and buy clothes for resale. Definitely not at Walmart. But just in general, we don't buy clothes because I don't really know clothes. I do know electronics, so when I can find deals on electronics and toys and different things like that, I'm going to get those. I'm going to try to resell those. So that's just a little backstory as to what I think about Walmart clearance, why I go and source Walmart clearance, and why we sell that, and why that's in our business model. So we're going to jump over to the store real quick. We're going to look at a couple items, and we're going to talk through the profitability of those items, because I think it's important to know how the process of finding those items and how I kind of price those in my mind. Then we'll also go over exactly the 3-step process that I use to look at items, understand the profitability, understand where I can sell them and how much I can sell them for, and then, you know, how I kind of figure out if I'm going to buy it or not, if it's a good buy. So let's get over to the store. All right, so we're going to start with these LOL box sets. They were sold for $129, but we actually was able to purchase these for $19 a piece, and that sounds great. I think I was able to get 6 of these, load them up in my cart, and I bought all 6 of them, and I thought we was going to make like a really great profit. Now, we did make pretty good profit because these sold very quickly. All right, so let's dive into the financials of these. We sold all 6 of these on eBay for $100 a piece. One person bought 2, and they sold very quickly. They sold between October the 26th through November 4th, and they sold pretty quickly. So we're going to do a breakdown of the fees and how much we actually made from these sales. So the first 2 we're going to look at is the 2 that sold together. Obviously, the sale price was $200. The cost of goods was $40, and then it was 11.7% for fees. The fees for dolls and bears,
which was $25.10, which brought us to $134.90. We shipped these items with FedEx together, and it was $27.35, which gave us a grand total of $107.55 for these two items being sold. Now, if we look at the individual ones that we sold for $100, the fees on those were $12 even, so that gives us $68 minus about $16 for shipping on those, which brings us to about $51.57 per one sold, and we sold 4 of these. So that gives us a grand total profit of $313.83 for the 6 LOL OMG finds.
Now, obviously, this is not going to be all inclusive. It's going to be different, and it's going to be specific for your business model. But I did want to walk you through some of the profits that we make on some of these items that we purchase. Now, we don't always make a ton of profit on items. This was a very specific case. This was a really good find. You know, it being $129 all the way down to $19, and then it's still having that resale value online. So you really have to look at what the items are selling for right now, because the item could be hot, but if a lot of people are buying it and reselling it, then those items are going to go for a lot less online than what you would think. Now, we have got some items before where we didn't list them immediately and the market got flooded, and then now we're stuck with them. Not saying that they won't be able to be sold, just once the market gets flooded, you know, you kind of got to wait for those items to kind of sell through, and then you still have yours and you can sell yours at a later date. Case in point, the Batman kind of big toys that we bought a couple weeks ago, we didn't list them fast enough, and boom, the value of those dropped significantly from December to January. So, you know, you really have to look at what you're purchasing, what people are going to actually be buying, and you know, don't impulse buy. I do that a lot, so don't be like me, be better than me. Just make sure that you know what you're purchasing and know how much money you could potentially make for those items. Also, I want to go through what I personally look for when I'm looking for Walmart clearance. So the first thing I do is I pull up the Brickseek app. I look at the Brickseek app and find items that I think would be good for reselling, whether that be the size of it. You know, if it's small, I can easily sell it and ship it on eBay. Or if it's large, is it going to have enough resale value for me to compensate for fees and shipping and stuff like that? So I always go on Brickseek. The Brickseek app, I'll put it in the description if y'all want to get it. It is an app now. They do have a website, but I use the app. I go on the app, I look it up, I find it, and then I go to the different store that it shows that those items are available at. So go to Brickseek, find your items. Second, I look at the sold comps based on the UPC code. So on Brickseek, you can click and get the UPC code and put it on, put it inside of eBay. You can also put it inside Amazon and see what those items are actually going to sell for on those platforms. And if it is going to be worth it, then I'll go out and I'll pick it up. So get the UPC code, stick it into eBay or Amazon or whatever platform you're going to sell those items on, and look at the actual sold comps. Do the research, take the time to do the research and look at the items and see what they're selling for right now. And then the third thing I do is make sure I understand what the shipping implications are going to be. So if it's a large item, you know, we live in Tennessee, so I look and see, is that item going to cost, how much is it going to cost for me to ship it to California, because that's probably where it's going to go. You know, we'll see what that shipping cost may be, and kind of get an estimate of that in our mind. So if it's something that's kind of large, and I know it's going to be like 20, 30 bucks to ship, and you know, we know we're only going to make about $50 profit. Now we're only going to make about $20 profit potentially on that item. So, you know, really looking at what the item is going to cost to ship, and you know, have a plan for how you're going to ship that item off. So Brickseek app, get your UPC code, plug it into eBay, Amazon. Make sure you understand how much the shipping is. That's how I do my research to find Walmart clearance items. All right, so that is going to be it for today, guys. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we release new videos. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.